more interesting than the Skywalker saga.
Agreed.
What is?
Andor.
What is?
Andor and Rogue One.
Yeah.
It was Rogue One that we watched that inspired this entire show. We were trying to play Mummy's Mask Pathfinder for almost a year and didn't work out. And then Rogue One came out, and poof, here we are. Now Andor is bringing us full circle.
Dude, Andor is like our campaign. I'm not even kidding. Like it just,
I know.
It totally is. It totally is.
Oh, get to be darker. Much darker.
It is dark.
Hey,
I don't know.
I am,
the thing.
You notice that you never hear any of them worried about getting Darkside points.
well, they're not gaming. They're in the movies. They're in the movies.
I would say he's like one Darkside point from becoming an NPC. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he would still
Look.
play him if he became an NPC.
You can't really compare the show to like a tabletop game. But that said, I am still writing Eclipse the Dawn, a reverse parallel to Dawn of Defiance, where you guys pitch for the Empire. Give you an idea. It opens on Zelzon, and you are in an audience with a very dangerous gangster called Gangalore. And he wants to, use you guys as extra muscle to go take on his rival, Switch. And it goes from there. Anyway.
Get hired late, show up to the scene, everybody's dead.
Yeah.
Thus begins.
I had thought about either it running into like you guys, or since you're the players and it's going to be different compared to what the good guys were doing, is there'll be these never-ending heroes that pop up that you keep defeating for your own objectives, right? Like Bail Organa keeps sending dudes, and you guys keep
Dude.
But
Oh yeah, final episode. I think it was 12 minutes or 9 minutes and 13 seconds in on freaking Yavin. This guy makes a comment. You're so
wait,
lucky that Merrick's-
spoilers. Spoilers.
It has no relevance.
No, I know.
Do it again.
Okay, so no spoilers. Okay, well I had to check. That was on the edge.
It's no spoilers. Yeah, it's just
what
a
were
line
you saying?
randomly dropped in. It's like 9 or 12 minutes into the last episode of Andor, where one of the guys on Yavin just says, "Oh, you're so lucky this didn't happen when Merrick was here." It's the only line, has no relevance whatsoever to the show.
Who's the crazy terrorist that huffs the gas?
Saul.
Saul. So think about it. Okay, so when does that happen? That is like, what is the timeline for that happening?
For which
Couple years in, couple months in?
What?
For Andor, like when does it happen?
No. Okay. Well, it
Takes place over 5 years. 5 years before Yavin.
Okay, so right, so that scene happens like, didn't it say like
Which
2
scene?
years or 1 year? That scene
The
that he's
one
talking
that-
about. We're talking about Merrick.
Okay. The one that's talking about Merrick happens
1 year. 1 year or 2
before the
year.
battle
1 or
of
2
Yavin.
years.
1 year.
Okay,
before
so
the battle of
so that's
Yavin,
like
which means
18,
that he
19 years
survives
from
us,
now.
Which
18
means he
years, right?
survives us. He's
Yeah,
the
so
only
like
one left alive.
So 20th level, after this campaign, you all go your separate ways, and Merrick works with Saul. Like, that tracks. That totally tracks. And he's 20th level, so everyone's afraid of him. Good thing he wasn't here. Anyway, hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of the We Shot First podcast. I am GM Jeff Ball, your host. I saw a t-shirt today And I did not print this. Oh, you can't see it. It says, "Of course I'm right. I'm Jeff." And I went, huh. Thank you, universe. It's on Temu.
And he bought 15 of them so that he can wear them.
He's sending us all one right now.
No. Yeah, to the patrons, maybe. Yeah.
I got a new
Perfect.
T-shirt for the
one
game.
for washing.
One for wash, yeah. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You have 3. Can't be right come Friday. I'm too tired. All right, gentlemen. When last we left, you guys were outside, bagged and tagged, or at least condition tracked into unconsciousness. Several goons, though several of them are enjoying hugs thanks to Riker and converting to his made-up religion. Gas.
I mean, technically,
Gunderson.
every religion is made up.
True. Yeah, I guess like a book doesn't really fall out of the sky. You gotta have at least one old guy in a beard with tablets on a mountain. You gotta have some dude with tablets on a mountain going, "Hey, listen up. You know, this is what Big G said to me." Oh my God, his name is Gas Gunderson. Are you Big G? I did mention the Church of Oberst last episode. A mega church that funds your credits.
You know what? That would have been a cool route to play, and just go the full follower. And just always have your disciples. You don't do any combat. You just send in 12 O-level mooks with blasters.
Hey man,
Hopefully they all make it.
Besides me writing down and creating the campaign Eclipse the Dawn and a podcast called We Plot First, when you guys are playing the evil side, I thought about checking off 3 boxes: the Sons of Oberus, Outlaws of Alkenstar, and playing it in the Legacy Star Wars campaign. Currently throwing that around the back. I mean, we got to have something to start playing at the end of this. Now, that being said, Doug, are you willing to share publicly your announcement? Are you confident in what you told me earlier about your the next season of you know what?
Oh, I mean, just that I have the next chapter of Consortium 85% written. So
And play tested, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, you guys. So, in my
Wait a minute, are we your play testers, or is your home table our play testers?
I was just gonna say that it flips.
Yeah, I bet you it does. Yeah.
Yeah, whichever one I've done it first, I bring it to the other party to play. Most of the time, I pre-test it with the other team and then bring it here. That's what most of them, just from the timing point of view of when we're going to be able to record. But,
I really think you should focus your home group on Consortium, so we have play-tested material that you're comfortable with, and you can keep your nose the hell out of Dawn of Defiance. Yeah.
Well, I'm giving you a chance to catch up.
Yeah, well, the schedule of my new job not been. We didn't play last week. We're streaming late. This episode is due today. Like, this should have dropped at 12 a.m. That's how far behind I have Age of Ashes. I have everything. Like, we've got stuff booked or banked into July. I got episodes like edited and ready to upload and uploaded and scheduled released right into the beginning of July for most of our shows, except this one, our biggest show. Whoopsie.
Yep.
Anyway, okay.
Just got to put a bit of time in. That's all.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of getting on with it,
Yeah,
apologies in the last episode. I'm changing jobs once again, and it's tiring. I know there was a good rapport with me and Doug. He had a very luck streak, highs and lows. But now it's time for a little role play with your unconscious captive and a bunch of goons that are wondering why they were hired. What do you guys want to do next?
Master Gas G, will pick up our contact and carry him back inside for a conversation. If that's good with you, Master G.
E with TLX. I like that. That could be
I
fun,
dig
guys.
this, Master G. I'm just gonna say that right now. I like it.
Well, it's part of his cover, because think about it, TLX's master is Dr. Leth, who isn't here. So TPO's master, ding, 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 you. And Jay's left out in the cold. Poor guy.
Jay.
Well, no, once we come, he's actually inside. Once we get inside, I will.
Yeah, bring him in. I'll just nod and come inside. But as soon as I get inside, I am going to approach the bartender.
Okay.
And throw him.
Left.
I am going to throw him some creds. Oh, I don't even have my character sheet open. Give me a second here.
Oh, I can get it open. I'll just take off damages. That's no problem. I got it.
No, I'm
doesn't,
there. Dude,
Matt doesn't mind me touching his character sheet. I'll just take some.
All right, I will give him 1,000 credits.
Wow.
You know, instead of like Bail Organa paying you guys the 2,000, 3,000, I think it's like 5,000 a head at book 7. You guys could just send them like bills, like collateral damage. Send the Invisible Cantina 6,000 credits for damages. Don't pay.
Oh, we've already discussed this. Operating costs.
Yeah.
I do send him a bill on top of what we're getting paid for the job.
Yeah, I don't think he's paying those.
Oh, he's paying.
He's not. He can't make me pay.
I know too much. Anyways, but I digress.
Oh.
Throw him 1,000 credits, which I have taken off of my character sheet already.
I just had this terrible scene with you like trying to blackmail the Bail Organa, right? And then you don't know if he's gonna go with your, ultimatum, and you switch off the screen and you turn to your friends and like, okay, let's get this Sarlacc project off the ground, shall we? Screw Organa. I'm flipping sides,
Yeah, the thing is I would never work for the Imperials.
Yeah, we made sure that the proposed leader-ish of the party, former separatists, that doesn't mean you won't do the right or wrong thing. It's just as long as it's not the Empire, right?
Well, my enemy is my friend, kind of, what I mean?
Okay.
It's just our interests align. But I will admit, as this has progressed and I've seen the atrocities that are being committed by the Imperials across the galaxy, I am becoming less motivated by money and more motivated by...
Really? Why didn't I think of that? Oh, that's brilliant. Such extortion. I mean, when you got it, you got it. I mean, huh? You like that? Huh?
It's very nice.
Thank you. For the podcasting audience, I just placed
Stylish
a blue fedora on my head. Yeah, I found that at Giant Tiger. Yeah. And it's $5 Canadian, so it's Rahal bargain bin Oberus. I mean, look at that, eh? Yeah, that's good. Wow, that makes me look pointy. Okay, I'm gonna take that off. I'll just mail it to you. Matt Witt wore this hat and get you to sign it and send it to Gamma, or one of our big fans.
Sweet, I'll do that. I actually have a slight collection of fedoras.
I would love to take the original, and I mean like not the current artwork we're using, but the original that Caesar did for us, Seeker Art.
Oh, yep.
Because my daughter sent me the original tablet, and have everyone sign it, and then make copies of that to give to fans. But I would literally have to like mail this to the States and around the States, and I'm worried if it got lost or damaged. The
we
gesture
could
would
do a
be
digital one. If you did a good, we could have people try to do it.
Oh, like a
That's
PNG
true.
of your signature that I could paste on there.
Yeah.
That is a possibility.
If everybody sent.
But
I think like one guy's into this. Hey, Alan. Yeah. Everybody else is like, why are you wasting game time? Yeah.
back to the game.
Sorry.
I will, before the interrogation starts, I will turn to Dr. Blackjack and say, sir, I seem to have taken a fair amount of damage during the last encounter. If you don't mind, I will step over to the side and attend to my damage while you guys interrogate the prisoner, if that's all right.
Surprised you're asking for permission for self-repairs, but go for it.
Well, it just means I'm not going to be on watch, watching for dangers as I...
I think most of the danger
Nice.
is unconscious.
Yeah.
You're fine.
So yeah, give the manager 1,000 credits. Tell the Transdoshan dudes to call it a night. Head on home. And yeah, 1,000 credits, gonna need your bar for a couple hours. Hunter Gleben, Gluben, Glorben.
So you shoot up my bar. You walk in and you pick a fight with these guys, and then all hell breaks loose. You want me to close early and just leave the keys? No.
Oh, hell no. Listen here, my friend. We were attacked and acted in self-defense, so, as way of recompense for these damages, I have given you these 1,000 credits to rent your bar for the next hour or two.
What it's worth, you have no murder cases to worry about here. No one's dead.
Hang
We
on,
were
let me
very
check.
responsible.
Let me check with the Intergalactic Cantina Manual, page 1.
Hold on a second. Wait. Before you respond, I am going to throw my persuasion onto this.
All right.
35
so-
persuasion.
After 7 years, I'm not asking anymore. Like you guys could just, oh, by the way, right? So it says here, and I quote, ask, in case of altercation, ask all parties to, quote, take it outside. But, I'll tell you what, another 1,000 credits and I'll let you lock up.
Oh. Yeah. You
All right.
drive a hard bargain.
Okay. He doesn't leave the building. He just goes to his office, and makes Tekker shut the door outside.
Yep.
Okay. And you've got Riker outside giving a sermon, nice distraction, and you got Reiko standing guard. So you get Reiko out back and
Oh, this is perfect. It's just me and the
Merrick
doctor.
out front.
And no pesky Jedi to stand in the way of a good interrogation.
But we do have a bounty hunter that friend of my enemy, my cousin sister's roommate to Vader or something. Drew's our new conscience. So
This
I don't
does
know,
give me
where
a
does
good
his moral
opportunity to
compass?
feel out, where his moral compass lies.
Okay. Interrogating, depending on the method. Darkside point, depending on the method. And disposing and killing the guy in cold blood when you get all the information out of him is an instant Darkside point, just to warn you up front. Because it is about intent and
Don't
actions.
threaten me with evilness.
I'm stating an. Yes, Doctor Blackjack will threaten you for me. Dr. Black.
So
I'm gonna go get a crate and start putting pillows in the crate.
Not this again.
There you go. He's quadruply flanked. Look at this. You guys got 4 sides on him. He's laying on the table. Wait a minute. Is that why you're Dr. Black? Because of dark side points? Hey, let's do a dark side point check. Anyone? TP, how many dark side points have you got?
0.
Okay, so what book did you show up in? 4?
Yeah.
Self, make the droid do it.
Oh, but who would get the dark side point for that?
Well, I'm just saying, like, when I have these NPCs, it has some force points and dark side points assumed. Some have 1, 2, or 3. So, would you? Oh no, you're kind of a fresh off the conveyor, aren't you? Kind of fresh.
You
Mind,
wrote-
no,
that's how
mind
we
wipe
wrote
get
the
rid of dark side
backstory.
points. A mind wipe
Trying
gets
to
rid of
force
all
some
your
dark side
levels.
points into my backstory. I was born with dark side points.
Well, I don't know. Like, it's pretty hard to be a bounty hunter without at least getting some. Drew, you want to like roll a dice, or are you squeaky clean?
Oh, I am definitely not squeaky.
Okay, how about
let's
this?
roll a dice.
On a scale from comic legend Lobo to the Canadian actor from True North, the Mountie, who still in Mountie gear came down to Chicago. Okay, that's our scale of, bastard to clean, squeaky clean. Where does your bounty hunter fall in that scale?
It would definitely be further away from Lobo.
Could you give me a character reference?
Oh, okay.
Like below the halfway point, we're talking like Wolverine, Batman, blah blah blah. Above the halfway point, we're talking Cyclops, Captain America. Like where are we falling here?
Oh, that's a good question.
Hey, dude, you could just play it out. Like I said, he could feel you out. I shouldn't put you on the spot, but I am offering a chance for any player that feels like they're not cool to, if they want to tack on reasonable amount of Darkside points.
Oh, is that how we get cool? Wow. Wow, GM.
I guess I'm pretty cool already because I have 3 dark.
You're the cool kid we're trying to impress. If he has 4 or 5, then you'd be like, you'd be jealous.
I am not going to resort to torture. My methods will be through persuasion and
all right, making people feel bad about their investments outside of
the cool characters have all the cool
and now that Merrick's not
0.
around, I don't have to pretend like I'm some big tough guy. I can be vulnerable and open. I can't, gotta get enough.
Okay. Any other preparations before we wake this unconscious dude? Makeup, evil mustache adjustment, coat of paint for the droid. I noticed the droid back the hell off. Doug, why are you hiding in the corner?
I'm about to spend the next 10 minutes repairing myself.
Okay.
That's him in the corner.
Would you mind facing the corner? Because when he glances over there and the droid's facing the corner,
don't look at me while I'm broken. Don't look at me like this.
Don't make us ask him to come
ugly.
over. I know, but how crazy would it be to like point at the droid that's staring at the corner, going, "Don't make us call him over."
With little sparks, kind of flying from.
He's malfunctioning and he's just fixing. Oh, talk about a great way. See, that's the campaign I want to run, where one player does something, another character changes an NPC's perspective. See all that sparks hitting that wall over there? Yeah, man, you don't want us to call over the droid. Like,
yeah.
Anyway,
I can do it intimidatingly if you'd like. Watch
wow.
this.
Yeah, but that's kind of like you yelling at your own circuits.
Bro.
No, it's kind of like yelling at the circuits. Get in there. Yeah, not you. Who put the green wire in the corner? No one puts the green wire in the corner.
Very self-chastising himself while he's doing repairs.
He said intimidate repairs. You're talking to your chest? What are you doing?
You get you go and like do the grinder, but you like angle it so the sparks fly like really far and make a lot of noise.
Zing. See, I think how it would play out is he would be facing him, and he would like eye contact with the dude, take the arm off, start doing things to the arm,
and then put
never breaking eye contact with the dude, and then
oh my god.
God, that's
you are never playing a droid under me, you creepy.
And I have 4 arms, so they're going to all be sort of moving around to kind of repair different parts of myself, so it'll probably be kind of Borg-esque.
Oh my god, that's so weird. Cool.
It is kind of weird. I like it. No, this is good.
The one extra arms was kind of juggling a blaster between the other 3.
I am always holding a gun on him while I'm doing it. I'm not trying to really, but but for show I would.
So I'm gonna say weapons away for when he comes to.
Yeah.
A slug thrower, and you're constantly spinning the chamber and clicking it against your head during the repairs, and I just perfect. That's good. I want to play a droid now. We got some messed up droid versions of all our characters in the future. Well, we'll make Bender look like a Bambi. Okay. Anyway, getting back to Drew, the new main focus of this campaign.
So he's unconscious, tied up, kind of in a chair.
Okay. So we tie him up. You know, our cable liquid synthrope supplier, Poser, kind of left the party for a little while. So.
Oh no! This whole time I've had my own supply of synthrope. But Poser's just so into tying things up.
I don't know about that.
Into tying things up.
Too into it.
How did this campaign get like so innuendo? Jesus.
Say that like it never was to begin with.
GM.
Me? I'm just going with the vibe in the room. I don't know. You get started. All right. Sorry, Drew. Pale. Lel.
Pale.
I'll move a light closer to him, kind of shine it on his face, and then grab his overalls or brown mechanic's jacket and start shaking him.
Okay.
Give us the information. We need it now. But he's just unconscious, so his head's just flopping around.
Okay. Do you actually have a way to wake him? Or Dr. Leth, would you like to do something medical to actually make him come around? Or we just enjoy...
I will. I'm just waiting for like when people want me to wake him.
The bounty hunter seems to be enjoying interrogating the unconscious guy.
Yeah, so I was just kind of like letting him
New
do
technique.
his thing for a bit.
Didn't somebody order a drink? Is that still on the table?
He's trying voices. Are you trying out different bad cop voices before he wakes up? Tell us. Tell us. Tell us the information. Is that what you're doing? It sounds like a Gibson move.
Tell me what you got. No, if there's a drink that hasn't been spilled yet, I'll just pour it all over the top of his head, let it run down into his face, see if that wakes him up.
Okay.
Trying all of my classic tricks. Shaking him, splashing him with like a drink or water, slapping him in the face.
Wait,
okay.
Just before we get into this, good doctor.
Oh, this is happening. Time's of
Are
the
there?
essence.
Do you carry around with you on drug wise?
I'm just gonna make sure this office door is closed.
You got any sodium pentothal?
There we go. Oh damn.
Not specifically, but I mean, there's at least a couple chemicals I can throw together.
There's an entire galaxy
Also,
of
we're in a bar.
bar liquids, dude. Yeah. I would say, do you have a laboratory? Wait a minute. Yes. Life sciences, physical science. I'm going to say life sciences. You want to give me some life science rolls? All right. Blackjack's behind the bar, making up some truth serum. Injecting, synthahol or alcohol into
just a
the human's
thought,
bloodstream. Yeah. Oh, he'll crack and then he'll explode, but
31.
Hennessy, given orally. There you go. He'll tell you anything you want to know. Bourbon injected between the toes. Yeah. All right. Pale, he wakes up. Blackjack's making a concoction. TPO is fixing himself. Gas is circling like a panther. What do you want to do there, Gas?
If Pale wants to take the lead on this, I will let him, because this is an excellent opportunity for me to get a real feel for where his, moral compass lies. Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you need to soak up all the? You could just lean in and be the bad or good cop, right? See which way he goes.
And yes, I will. Do the lap. Pace around the table. Throwing him the stink eye every once in a while, but more often than not looking contemplative.
Okay.
I'll pull out my survival knife.
If you look at the map, I'm sorry, Drew. I just love how D20 has plotted a huge spiral course for Gas, and it's slowly circling the mini. Sorry, Pella, go ahead.
Pull out my survival knife, start, wiping it off as I'm talking to him, asking him things like, when are you going to talk to us? We want to know the information. And why did you attack us? And if he's not giving up information, I'll start throwing the knife between his legs into the chair.
Nice. I'm going to have attack rolls, just in case something goes amiss.
I love this idea, and I'm digging his moral compass.
It could still go either way. All right.
Let's see. Would it be this?
I will give you, Doug. We were discussing persuasion tactics recently, and I think there was a chart that actually talked about certain bonuses. And was it 1 + 1, 2, and 5? Certain I thought they had some static.
Almost anything. I'm pulling it up very quickly, but just about everything is a 5 stack. So yeah, everything. So helpless are in their mercy. Situational for intimidate is a +5. So that's
Yeah.
intimidate. I'm assuming that's on the track here. So helpless or completely at your mercy is a +5 modifier on that check, which is a persuasion check because it's inside.
Yeah.
Intimidate
Yeah,
is
okay.
inside it.
That's
Yeah.
okay. Okay. So persuasion is intimidation in this game.
I will, in my circling, every time I go past him, I'm going to lean in and whisper into his ear, "You should probably do what this guy wants you to do." You know, or look how crazy he is. Wouldn't it just be easier if you comply? You know, every time I do a little lap.
All right. I'll get an 8 another roll from Oberus. And Pale, can I have a persuasion check and let me know what you're saying?
I cannot fail an 8 another in persuasion, so you don't need any rolls from me.
You give, but rolling dice is fun.
All right, how many do you want?
Just one.
Okay, 32.
Okay.
Jeez. I got a 12. Can I do force point that?
Yeah. I'll let you add the 5, right? So it's 17. Right.
And I got another 5.
So 22. Right. 5 for the intimidating gesture. Okay. I will, just for fun, I want to do something fun, but I'm just so afraid that Jay will never forget this and Doug will try and make it canon. It's going to come bite me in the ass. I'll let you use your survival knife attack roll. What did you get for that?
I got a 27.
Okay. So
it's the intimidation. I like that. That's cool.
You know? Yeah. What are you willing to do, right? I mean, he's a plant. He was sent here in overalls, and he attacked you guys, so it's obviously some kind of setup. Or he's paranoid and thinks you guys work for the Empire and bought cheap goons, right? And he thinks you guys are Empire, right? One way or the other. He's either been planted, it's a setup, or the dude's just, we're supposed to save this guy. And the goon's a terrible big misunderstanding, right? Mm-hmm. 27. 22 to 27 is my range here. Okay. So, tell you what. Drew, it's got to cost something. Can't break rules, okay? Would you like to call on a patron point so that we're using your survival knife roll instead of your straight up? Because there's an excuse for me to bend the rules a bit.
I'd be willing to do that if everyone else agrees.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Now, Explosion has told me to use patron points to level the playing field against you. But shout out to our brand new nom de plume patron who went from a minor patron in the past, then we lost them, and now they're back swinging harder than ever and earning their own patron points. See, some people don't like being called out. We reached out to them via messages and email and said, thank you so much. How do you want to spend the points? And they haven't got back to me. So now I've got points floating in the air. And as much as I like just to use them for Age of Ashes, which I think actually they're interested in that show more than this one and help and mess with you guys until we can come to a decision, until they reach out. I'm pretty sure if you've become a patron in the last month or so at the high nom de plume mark, you know who you are. I don't want to name names and embarrass or call it anybody. Normally we go, oh, hey, show, just because not everybody's into that. And balancing patron points from Explosion, who really wants to mess with you guys. Love this guy. Thank you, Sean. With our new patron. Last chance, Drew. Call upon a patron point, brand new. and I'll let you use your survival as opposed to the 23, which is a force point, which you'd get back if you use the patron point. Force point plus 5 intimidation because of the knife throw. Because dude's got a decent willpower, and it is in the 20s, somewhere in there. Could be low 20s, could be high 20s.
Maybe I'll say no. We've got other options. We've got Jay doing something, and we've got Gaz with his amazing charisma.
Drew sees through my complicated plan to burn patron points. Now when they're, somewhat useful as opposed to when saving your characters in terrible combat. Kudos to you, Drew. But I'm not done. Hey, Poser's busy right now. I gotta lean on somebody.
Can I use the patron point on my repair roll? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, sure. Please. I don't think the patrons leaves. I didn't pay all this money just to have him be intimidating in a corner.
And he's got like an extra arm somewhere.
Yeah. Where did that come from? So with a 23?
22.
22. He kind of wiggles his lips and spits that extra alcohol that's running down his face to one side. And looks down at your survival knife.
Mm-hmm.
And says, hey, I'm an Imperial citizen. I have rights. Your handlers are not going to get away with this.
I don't have any handlers. Let's see. I will take the knife out of the seat, wipe it off again, press it against his leg but not into it, and ask him again, why'd you attack us? Or who are you working for?
What do you think I'm here? What do you think I'm here? I'm hiding. That's what everybody does. And you guys all roll in. You're obviously mercenaries. A group of bounty hunters trying to take me down and drag me back topside to the Empire.
So on my next circle around,
Okay.
The line is, oh, silly puppy. You thinks we's Imperial.
He looks confused. Tracks
I
you
come back
slowly
with-
with his... I can still move my head, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. Tracks you, seems distracted by Gas, and asks Gas as he walks around slowly, who do you work for then?
Oh, we ain't at liberty to say. But, just between us two, I've been a separatist longer than you have. And I'll keep circling.
Well, then we're brothers, he says, looking over his shoulder. Tell him, nudging towards Palin, who's pressing a knife, a non-vibro, not quite so intimidating after all, knife against my leg. And here comes Blackjack with his potion.
I come back with 4 drinks.
Okay. You can do a Monty. Guess which one has the truth serum. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
I mean, I give him one, and then I give everyone else some.
No, okay. Oh, let's all have a drink. You gonna play that angle? Like we're all, big misunderstanding. Let's all have a drink together. And make sure
Yep.
is it spiked? Okay.
Yep.
Can I have that life sciences?
Sure, that was 31.
Okay, mixology. Physical sciences?
Sure.
I would say. Like, well, see, life sciences is to drug the guy. Physical sciences is just see if you're a decent bartender and don't, your friends don't spit this out over the wall.
19?
They're okay.
Force point.
Going to. Now who's trying to impress be the? Now who's trying to be the cool kid?
25.
Oh, that is a decent. I was gonna say Manhattan. That's a decent Mandalorian overall. Gus,
Who?
gas. Never mind.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I've dropped my persona, obviously, because we've closed the place up. I'm in a separatist bar, and I can use my separatistness. That's a weird word. To my advantage.
No. Start talking to yourself. That's really good hash. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So on the next swing around, as Dr. Blackjack approaches with drinks, I, come around to the side, flip the chair around, sit on it backwards, grab the drink he hands over to me, take a sip, and, eyebrows go up and, very nice. Yeah, we're comrades, which is really confusing to me why you attacked us in the first place.
Among the Lamb, hiding from the Empire. I thought you were with them.
Yeah, you're not the brightest bulb in the pack. All right,
Hey,
I'm willing to look past this.
the drinks are actually all different. He's like, is that pork juice? Those are really good.
Pork juice.
I made Doug wait for the reference. He's all sad because I didn't pull his drink out of it right away.
He just looks over at Dr. Blackjack. Did you put pork juice in this?
Perhaps. I need dimethyl something.
This is some good pork juice.
Hey, one ounce of pork juice, is a good drink. But the amount of ounces that he put in one of the drinks might get somebody talking. If I think I know where Jay's going with this.
So, are you willing to talk this up to a bit of a misunderstanding here, or do we need to continue on our previous route? And I indicate over towards Payal.
No, we're good. Not.
Well, cheers, my friend.
1 second here. Well, I'm pulling up. Is our little mook? Where are you? Poor me. This. Looking for. There it is. When making a deception roll, one has to roll against the opponent's willpower. Or is it an opposing perception check? What is the updated version? Anyone?
Deceptive appearance, deceptive information, creating a diversion. I
could see it being like make a deception against their willpower, or is it actually an opposed check?
I actually prefer. Sorry, I know the answer you didn't want to hear is I prefer an opposed check as well, but that's not what you asked, and I'm sorry. I'm quickly looking up.
Well, it's two ways you want to handle this, right? Just make a roll, and I check my number against everyone's willpower, and go, oh, hey, he's saying this, everybody hears it, and person X over here goes, oh, that's bullshit. Or everyone make a perception check. The players go, we all fail, but we somehow...
It is canon, sorry. In this case, make a single deception check and compare it to both of the target's perception check and will defense. Some cases you convey both. In some cases, you convey both a deceptive appearance and deceptive information. For example, if you created a falsified document You have to produce something that looks authentic while also creating a believable content. So maybe it's just, which is deceptive information.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So deceptive information.
Okay. So with my actual delivery, dude's got a
Is
plus
well
14. Plus 14 deception is really good. I roll a 1. So 15 isn't probably going to cut it against everyone, right? So
Not even close.
His garb is good. We were placed here. We were told to get this guy. He went through the motions, but it's just too shady that he's here, surrounded by, like, you know what I mean? Like an IT guy would go and hide. He wouldn't be somewhere public for a pickup and then surround himself with goons. He would be, you know what I mean? Like, that's just not how an engineer thinks. They would send a decoy. They would do a drop, or the bartender go in the back room. Like, this is how engineers think. To have him out in the open with armed dudes that, oh, we all freaked. We thought, you know what I mean? It just doesn't track. So it's like he's a good actor. You know, 15 isn't bad. He's not winning any awards, but it just, too many things are just not tracking that this guy is innocent, and this is all a big misunderstanding with my 15 versus everyone's willpower. And I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to bother with the perception rolls.
Yeah, so I am playing along with his deception in my own deception. Buddy, have a drink. Cheers.
Okay. Oh, it's my perception. That's my perception against your deception. Okay. So deceive me. These out-of-date mooks meet everything they can get. So dude gets
28.
It's a 20 perception, and 28 does narrowly beat his willpower as well. So, yeah, okay. He like, I'm tied up, right? So he looks at you and, like, makes sippy faces. Like, sure, pour your drink in. I know it's safe.
Oh, so sorry, friend. And I actually untie his hands.
Okay. Thanks.
But he is not untied from the chair on his feet. I just release his hands.
Yeah, I got you. He can reach. He can slither out You're like struggling with the synthrope, and he gets loose and holds the bow for you. I'll help you with that. Okay.
Oh no, I spent enough time with Master Dina. I don't struggle with anything with synthrope anymore.
It's like every Jedi into bondage. That's 2 you've pinned down. Or is it just your perception?
I've pinned down. No, it's the other way around. Like I said, those Jedis are just weirdly obsessed with tying people up.
This is the lost chapter no one needed.
I gotta make a note. Jersey Force talent escape bonds. Because because makes sense.
Force wrap.
It is a very exclusive training regime.
So he reaches for your drink. Thank you. Trying to drink your drink.
Oh, he can't have my drink. He's got his drink. My drink is in my hand.
Okay, so you give him his own?
He has his own. It's been set down in front of him. I look at him confusedly. Cheers, comrade.
Yes, comrade. In separatist tradition, we sip from the same cup. The Arcadians... he's just a weird-looking human, aren't you? Sorry, you're in disguise.
Does he actually say in separatist tradition we drink from the same cup?
Yep, and I got a 30 in my deception. I got 30. You get to roll perception, but...
Sure, I'll roll a perception.
You guys can all roll this. Like, you can just, you know what I mean?
I would much rather roll knowledge bureaucracy than perception on this one. Because I think I'd know, being a separatist myself, if separatist tradition is to drink from
Bureaucracy
the same cup.
is like is paperwork. It's not tradition. That would be galactic lore. You'd want galactic lore. If it's a tradition, around the campfire kind of shit, we all drink. That's galactic lore. It's not bureaucracy.
Oh, okay.
So, separatists always do an engine check on Thursdays. Like that's on paper. You know what I mean? Because bureaucracy is like paper, right? It's paperwork and shit. Galactic lore. Now you guys. These are open rolls. Like especially Jay and Pal that are hovering. By all means, like do your own rolls. Because if you succeed, and he fails. You can always nudge him.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 for a 10.
Oh.
Oof. 24 for me.
Okay.
17 for me, untrained.
Aren't you absorbed in repairs and intimidating yourself?
Yeah, I'm listening. I just thought I would,
You planted a bug on him.
Well, it's just
We were
across the room.
Well, we were talking about how Pale Ale, has your inner monologue. He has a calm that feeds your thoughts, right? So it loops a feedback, so anything close to Pale Ale, you can hear clearly. Right? There you go. You'll never lose that guy. So anybody beat 30? Anyone have a willpower higher than 30?
If we added a couple of ours together, we'd have gotten 30.
I'll tell you what, Perception 24 Pale Ale. Is that what you just got for this?
Yeah, 24.
That's within a force point. You gotta roll 6. Well, it is.
I'll
High
go
risk,
for
high
it.
reward.
Only a 4.
All right.
28.
Okay. Please remove said force points from character. This has been a good half season. We're like at episode 8, and I've got force points out of you, like every single player. All right. This is good. Should have spread my focus away from Aiden like years ago. All right. There we go. So yeah, it's no one seems to know if it's not a separatist tradition.
Seeing where this is gonna go,
Yeah.
can I kind of like pretend to take a sip and then whisper something into the comms?
Yeah. You can step away or turn around or.
Yep. Gonna take a sip and go look at the thing. Look at the
You're-
separatist plaques on the wall.
Yeah. You see an etching of two guys like clinking drinks and one guy sipping and putting his finger up like hold my galactic beer. It's like, oh shit, there's something in this. Look at that.
Whisper into the comms. Hold your breath.
Says the robot in the corner.
Yeah. He makes sucking noises.
But I've been rolling with Dr. Left long enough. I'm not going to question that. So immediately,
The stupidest party makes bets against their droid who can hold their breath longer. Droid always wins. He's remarkable at this game. The Dumb and Dumber party. All right. So he comes over your comms and your ear holes, guys, that, he wants you to... It's funny. He steps away from you, points his butt at you, and then tells you to hold your breath.
Are we going to lose our deposit?
I don't know, just saying, who says Dr. Left doesn't have a great sense of humor? Here, pull my porg finger is the next line I'm expecting to come out of Jay.
Really, we're
So
gonna go with
okay.
fart jokes.
Sorry, I'm really tired. Ryan's not here to be silly on our behalf.
hey man, let him lower that bar for us. That just makes it that much better.
I believe in us.
I apologize to Jay and all the Dr. Left fans that want this game to be above board. Drew is already making excuses why I can't come next Friday. I think it's my fault. We've really been the three of us been too dirty and naughty. All right, Dr. Black, you step away, you whisper a warning to hold breath, and then do what?
Oh, and then I take a sip of mine
Okay.
as I'm like looking at as I said, like I'm looking at the plaques, and because I was doing that when we first walked in too.
So what's the hold your breath for?
Oh, rather than the actual drink, sure, his drink is a bit stronger. It's the rim of the glass itself.
Oh,
Is
okay.
like coated with
So
like a chemical that like scent based.
Yeah, I gotcha. It's the old hold a pear under your nose while you bite into an apple. And why does the apple taste like pear? Because your taste is also based on smell. That's why your nose is right above your mouth.
Yeah.
So that he can't help but inhale a little bit of the insanely potent stuff that you had to improvise. It's not really in the drink. Okay. But still, back to him trying to get Gas's drink and laying out some good old galactic lore, how it really is, you're a real separatist and we're really buddies.
Terribly sorry, my mistake. And I grab his glass, setting my glass down, and go, cheers. Hold my breath, take a sip, pass the glass to him.
Okay. There it is. Jay, for the subtle role play and, shaming us all that we're really not paying attention and the fact that I have to mansplain most of the stuff I do, you get a force point. That was very well done.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So, what did you make? Something that just makes me susceptible to suggestion? He passes out again. Aha! Now he's pale as bitch again. There you go.
Rather than suggestion, it's more like it makes it's very much a very strongly clouded judgment.
Okay. All right. So he has a big drink. Blink, blink, blink. the irises, like his pupils, dilate and retract and dilate, start going.
Yep.
Oh no! Wait a minute.
Also,
hang on. Your physical science roll. Your what did you make? Life science, right? What was it?
that was 31.
Okay, against my fortitude. Right? Makes sense. All right, fortitude is not 31. Okay, getting back to eye of dilation. His stats are pretty high, but
I look at him
30.
and woo, and then I look over to the good doctor. You sure do mix a strong one.
Yeah.
Yes, he seemed like he might have needed it.
Anyways, yeah, about that little mix-up we had earlier. We came to retrieve some information from you. Can you please share the information with us now? So I will feel confident enough to release the rest of your bonds?
He sneers. Sneers at you, taking in, what you're saying, but he directs his next comment at Alll. Doesn't matter what you do to me. Sneers again. It's already too late for your seditionist friends.
And why would that be?
Because we'll see you next time.
I keep it forced to myself. Up because the Emperor ruined it for everyone else. We gotta find a place to hide. Guess we're going underground now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. But I've been rocking it since order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. Gotta make it out to thee. Gonna reason with the senators, try to make it better now. But somewhere out there's gotta be free. I guess we'll head to Alderaan now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since it's Order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, Order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. We should fight a war for peace. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Resurrect the Jedi, bring the Emperor down to his knees. The Sith mean nothing to me. I should strike them all down now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. There'll be no acquittal for the Sith who killed the little Padawan. He is my enemy.
Is he coming? 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 Is he coming back?
Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks, and I'm gonna keep on going till the galaxy is fixed now. Cause the force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since Order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, Order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. Cause the force is strong and I feel it still.